What it is, guys, and welcome back to Comic Studio. And for the last time, we have just absolutely checked out with Happy Wheels Comic Studio, but unfortunately, as I see the search results, that doesn't appear here because of Happy Tree Friends Comic Studio around as well. And we're going for Happy Tree Friends Comic Studio. Let's get into this. And I'm pretty sure that might going to be scammed a little bit faster as well. But as you can see, the Happy Tree Friends isn't appearing for whatsoever. If you just say wheels isn't going to be for such as a little bit longer as well. So that's not going to be for around here as Happy Tree Friends Comic Studio. Let's get into this and we see that we're going to be scammed a little bit for really further as well. So this is where in a few videos ago, but 2 days ago, that we just eventually searching for Happy Wheels Comic Studio, but it's actually violent like this as well. We show up some spoilers, and seeing this could be for around here as well. That the last time it was owned by Mattel from Hot Wheels, and I couldn't believe this isn't going to be for around. It's absolutely for some sort of dream machines like those things as well. That after Hot Wheels videos like this, or it's not gonna be for around here. It rightfully belongs to Albury Alcum Road, Montano, and like anything from no credit at all. But I just wasn't able to be seeing like kinds of friends like them as well. So, but in the meanwhile, I'm probably sure back in Hot Wheels Comic Studio, it was owned by Mattel. This is recently the last video and I just recently forgot that I just probably to say I was pretty confusing by its way, and I couldn't without anything that I just tried to do. What I just actually tried to, or that I just tried to be, I was done with. And because like there's other kinds of violence of all other things as well, even that we're going to be starting with Cuddlers, Giggles, Flippy, Flickpy and Flickpay, Toothy, Flacky, Nutty, Lumpy, Disco Bear, Sniffles, Pop, Cub, Petunia, Russell, Lefty, Shifty, Lampy, Mr. Pickles, Comarant, Meme, Mimey, Splendid, Mole, Handy, Truffles, Pandemum, and finally, Bud Heist Monkey. And that was all the characters that before it was, as you can see for round of this, the most violent thing overall. And probably the most terrifying thing is going to be, ruin whatever is going to be for around here. So it's not going to be sent around for the inappropriate thing as well. Another character could be for much more violent that I just never seen before. It contains something that is really not good, man. And the most evil person around here could be for raid or some kind of raping as well. I'm probably very sure. I won't be able to be reviewing for some characters like this. Next, there is no props. And the effects from around here, except for backgrounds. There must be for some kind of backgrounds and all over the place. And right over here for these things could be for very much like there must be streets, and there must be kind of an unknown thing as a living room as well. And there must be the highways like here for something as well. But I'll be right back of this video if I'm not gonna be showing something as Happy Wheels, and this is going to be for here. This is Happy Wheels from over here that I just searched for, and when I just look for around of Happy Wheels, I'm not pretty sure something violent is going on out here, and I'm not going to be guessing what. I just try to add some vehicle, but there's a van going all the way, and nothing should be able to do for just racing that I just completely added a bunch of stuff, and I'm not very sure. There are no characters like them before, and if I'm gonna be saying racing for this time, and I won't be able to take for a little bit as well, like unlike the Pixar cars, there is a Mustang over here going to be overtaking the van. So it has overtaken the van. The Mustang has just overtaken the van, and it won't getting away with it by the police. But I'm not very sure that some kind of police cars like the Sergeant Cross and the Reventon like this isn't going to be about to do. And we just already reviewed some of the underrated racing games of the comic studio from these things as well. Or some kind of the underrated comic studios like racing games as well. Probably we're going to be added for some Happy Wheels even for now. Like here, I'm probably not sure. If we're going to be saying Happy Wheels, I'm not very sure. Let's going to be enter around here for this thing as well. Even most likely a lot around here. Instead of a Segway for around here, so I'll be added the Segway man from over here. So it's supposed to be in the back, but I cannot believe that I just try to show this like I just going to do something about. Without some kind of bike as well, I'm not pretty sure. It was some kind of Japanese reference or something as well. Or maybe let's just try to add Fluttershy or something. Or should I say we added some kind of girls and other stuff from Cookie Run characters like them as well. Even though that we just completely added some more of those but I'm probably somewhere that they just added for much more, such as the Happy Wheels like their characters, and the female Cookie Run characters are probably Macaron Cookie, Cotton Candy Cookie, Cream Puff Cookie, except that must be Zombie Cookie. It was some kind of a male, and could be around here that I just added Granddad. It was besides of Granddad as well. Even it's possible that I just see this from Dan to the M, and right behind of Macaron and some kind of Cotton Candy Cookie could be for the Pogo Man, and the Lawnmower guy could be the Lawnmower guy, was absolutely mowing up some grasses like ourselves that probably nothing turns up like, I guess. And around in the woods like that, we added for the Cherry Blossom Cookie and Apple Cookie around here. There is Segway Man and a Fat Lady onto the sidewalks, and probably that will be it of this video. Instead of the characters like some violence over here, because I might able to be continue to see for some sort of characters like themselves, isn't going to be for around here like this thing as well. So nothing could be seen around here like anything as well. But instead of those things, I mean, I'm not very sure that turns into some kind of monsters like here from those Happy Tree Friends characters or something. Even it's absolutely turning savage here as for some kind of the sergeant like this for kind of one reason as well. So that will be the end of this video, but unfortunately you have to be at age of 18 viewers to check out of this comic studio anyways. It was in the description below, and it was probably into the description below as well. I eventually added a little bit more of those Happy Wheels characters, except something like anything but not as well. What about we put another Segway onto the characters like themselves behind Cherry Blossom and Apple Cookie, and I won't be able to be doing like anyways as well. So that will be it as well. Thanks for watching, for all your support, and I'll be see you back in 2 days and all the way for around itself, but probably I'll talk to you mini lads and comic studio users all later, but probably it's not going to be for saying for many more of those things. We added some kind of a little bit for those things, but instead of the characters that I just reviewed, and I'm not going to be doing this by the way, so that's it for around here once again that I just already said here, Twisms, and I'll talk to you mini lads all later as well, because I'm starting to get a little bit confusing by the way.